like to throw my first question to Sir Ricky. Sir Ricky, I'm just curious kasi Himala is successful and it has an ongoing musical. Are you envisioning that Kulyon would one day have its musical version as well?
Ako, pwede sumagot and I will sing the musical version.
Si ate na lang yun. Ate na lang. Hanggang sa inyo.
Bakit hindi? Kasi pag sa musical, may nagagawa ka na yung magagawa sa straight na pelikula. Sa musical, yung mga emotions, pwede mo pang i-item. Taas, yung lungkot, yung saya, mga parang gano'n. Abot langit ang emotions. Lumalaki ang mga gestures ng mga tao. So, in a way, it becomes a very interactive experience sa audience. So, yeah, magandang gawing musical. Sana.
Dapat na si Isa.
May nagdala ko dyan po. At gagawin
The way I directed Kulyon actually, some parts of it, especially the character of Doris, was a homage to Himala. Kasi, ayun, tagahanga ako ni Sir Ricky. Yun. So para sabi ko, isa sa mga pinakagusto kong nakisulat ni Sir Ricky at direct ni Ishmael Bernal, ayun na, yung
Birthday
Himala.
na today!
So, today is...
Happy birthday!
How auspicious. So, yun na nga. At sa lahat ng characters dito sa tatlong babae, mas dinirect ko yung character ni Doris sa ganoong paraan na pagpupugay siya doon sa naging achievement ko. Para updating ba ng Himala.
Thank you. Kay Miss Iza, yeah, you're partly producing the film. What are the realizations of producing the film?
Saling kit-kit lang ako. Realizations. I'm not part of the nitty-gritty, like, hindi mo ako maasahan sa math talaga, Jude, ha? But ang realization ko is, if you're producing a film, you have to be open for, you really have to have room for when things may not go as planned. You really need a good person to be manning the ship, good captains such as Direk Alvin and of course Shandy. It's no joke. Siyempre, saling kit-kit lang talaga ako, yung may producers natin. Sana one day makapag-produce din ako in the same way that they're producing these kinds of films. Pero masasabi ko lang that ito pa, pag pinakain mo ng masarap ang tao, kahit puyatin mo, masaya sila.
Yes!
Shandy, salamat. Miss Jill, Sir Peter, salamat. Di ba totoo? And then, siguro ako lang, siguro not just as a producer, but as a person, a human being, keep the set light, di ba, and happy, and everybody will really perform well and just be happy to be on set. And talaga ilalagay nila yung puso nila doon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isa. Thank you, Jude, for your wonderful questions. Anyone else from our media? Any questions for our cast, our production?
Okay, bago tayo, of course, acknowledge na natin, humabol po, Sir Simon Ibarra, who plays
Yes.
Dr. Cuevas. Ayan. Okay, next question.
Fashionably late. Yeah, next question from our media.
Himala, si Jude, maikli yung tanong, ha?
We have a question here.
Hi, good evening. I'm John again from Kumakaw.com. I had the pleasure of actually going there, as you may understand. Now that you have been able to finish this project, you also have some lines in the film that you would want people to actually remember, because some of the iconic films that Ricky Lee has written has always had that one line.
Yes.
If it were your character in the movie, what would it be and why?
Bahala kayo. Hindi mo naman sinabi, dapat i-review ko muna yung ano. Paalala.
Yun po, yung lahat po.
Yung trailer. Doris, go mo.
eksena si Doris doon na kinakausap niya si Jaime, na may dumaan sa harap niya, na-distract siya. Pero sa usapan ni Jaime at Doris na yun, gusto niyang malaman kung yung lalaking naniligaw sa kanya, pareho ba ng pinaniniwalaan niya. So tinanong niya kung naniniwala ba siya na balang araw may pag-asa ang isla ng Culion. Nagagaling sila na merong mas magandang kinabukasan. Naniniwala ka ba? For me. Yun. Kasi relevant pa rin yun sa panahon natin ngayon. Naniniwala pa ba tayong mga Pinoy na meron pang mas better para to rule over and govern us the same way na perhaps back then sa panahon na nangyari yun sa Culion, naniniwala ba sila na meron pa silang future, na meron pang magtataguyod ng isa ng Culion para may marating pa silang mas better na future?
This is it.
Have you reviewed This Is It?
Hindi ka nagsabi. May quiz.
I think I remember one line. I had long line, but I think this one liner. One is because it's in Culion.
Yes.
Culion.
Ah.
So, dua ay musali. So, ko'y musali mo. So, if you want to know why I said that, then you have to watch the movie. But we did have Cuyunon dialect spoken different languages, different dialects. There's Cebuano, Ilocano, Bicol, so maraming dialects.
So there's gonna be a lot of subtitles.
I think
It's
it's
automatic.
French.
Oh wow. Okay.
Kaya nga, may pupusun talaga yung Culion ng Pilipinas noon. So all all cultures outside of Manila were represented, pati ang French, Spanish, and American were represented.
Speaking of America,
Yung lines that you remember.
Lines that I remember. That's a great question. Yeah, well, I think there's a part in the movie where I basically explained to people that we're showcased to the world, and it kind of opens up, what the consideration is for Culion, and I think that's probably one of the lines that I've got apart from some other ones. But I want to actually just mention something too. I think something that I felt with Culion, the people there are very endearing, very sweet. Don't pity them at all. Like they're strong. Like they made it through. They don't need our pity. So please understand that. I think what a beautiful thing about there is, I remember you had a question before, right? And Yes.
Was the gentleman you spoke with the pastor?
No, actually the head of the facility.
So I hung with
Dr.
Yeah.
Conanan.
No, I never met him. So actually, I ended up spending time with the pastor, who's very involved in promoting the area. I actually got to visit the grave of the character which I represented, who actually ended up staying there until 1968. Stayed there through World War II. Was actually saved, not killed by the Japanese, because the Japanese patients there defended him, an American, during World War II, which I thought was incredible. What I think is amazing about Culion, and I think it could be a great example for the rest of the Philippines. I'm not going to tell Filipinos how to live, but I think what's amazing about Culion that people might not know is that we just mentioned how everyone's speaking the languages.
Yeah.
Because everyone there was from a different part of the Philippines. Like the Philippines take pride in their barangay and their province, but sometimes they forget what the entire Philippines is like together. And there, you meet Ilocanos, you meet Bicolanos, you meet Poholanos, and they're the most friendly, connected, loving people together, and they're coexisting. And it's kind of weird because they needed Hansen's disease to do that. Right? So I think it's in a way, what people don't know about Culion, it's actually an amazing example to the world. And I kept your question in mind when I went there because I didn't want to I was, walking on eggshells when I showed up after your question because I respect the people that live there.
Yeah.
And I actually had an incredible day. Went to buy a shirt and ended up touring like the main part of the island. Visited many graves, many schools, many people that are there living. Actually was gifted this necklace by a gentleman named Claudio Juan, who spent 9 years in heavy depression, heavy drug abuse, came out of it through doing jewelry, and gifted me this because I was the first actor that ever visited him. There's a lot of stories like that. There's a lot of tribes that are unconnected still there living. So I think there's just so much to enjoy and to grasp about that place. And I think the Philippines actually, the rest of the Philippines, as beautiful as it is, could actually learn something from it. So that's just my unsolicited form of advice. We had a good time, nonetheless.
Thank you.
Good evening po. Wala po akong boses, so parang lalaki na po yung boses ko. I think I represented yung mga musikero or singers sa Pilipinas. Sa pagkakaintindi ko po, hindi lang po mga taga-Kulyon ang nagkaroon ng sakit. Pati po sa ibang parte ng ating bansa at dinadala po sila doon para ma-cure sila. I think yung character ko po ay represented ng isang singer na usually nakaka-relate lahat ng mga Pilipino na lagi tayong kumakapit sa musika. At ang musikang ito ay ginawa po ni Mr. De Leon, ang anak po ng isang national artist. Ang pinaka magandang line na tumatak sa akin doon sa kanta niya ay sa tuwing ako'y nasasaktan at tihib ng kalungkutan, nariyan ka aking mahal at ako'y dinaramayan. It's so very Filipino that we care for each other and we love each other.
Ano rin ang wala?
Wala po.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo. Ako po si Simon Ibarra.